Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Vanderbilt's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, bro.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the left. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Puck, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job on... Jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
And the Commodores send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So Alabama's offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
From the gun, the running back has it. Drills him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Makes a connection. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Huffman. Dumps it to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33, and the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Might be looking to run. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the quarterback caught up to... Sacked at the 12. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights. Good. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And his throw is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting it.
And that pressure just in. Sack for this defense.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He'll keep it himself. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Alabama pushing the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it go. Got his man all by himself. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on 2nd down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Makes the catch and knocked down. 3rd down coming up after that completion. The play-action fake. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown time! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field and find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's Huffman. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in 3rd and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way.
Wide open, he makes the catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Escapes trouble. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. On that play. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here we go with the run on 4th down. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job. The assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brains so I know.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Unloads it downfield. And it's picked off.
And that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Red pass, it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Commodores are rolling down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown Doors! What a grab and go for the score. Lining up to add another.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellows, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Ball is free. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. Alabama. Fine. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bringing the heat. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
On the option. Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And that is no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit.
He's loose. Inside the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. New set of downs after that completion. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Huffman. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Commodores look to do some damage in the red zone. The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
First and goal, Vandy.
Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Alabama pushing the tempo. Off the RPO, complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start.
And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown!
Alabama. Number 2.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. Quickly complete.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Back to throw, it's Huffman. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Quarterback will audible. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately... keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over, and if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Alabama quickly back to the line. On third down, going up top. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it over. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Number 87.
They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late. They'll try to blast their way in. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to pass. It's Huffman. Extending the play. He fires it out to the right. And they can't hook up on the big...
Is incomplete.
Up a fourth down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable...
Looking deep down the right side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Finds the tight end, and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Calls his own number. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Commodores. They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that?
They'll crank up this drive with the pass.
A lot to go through in the field.
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Vandy. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bama! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a dub.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. They got to him and blocked it. Scoops it up and he'll try to take it back. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision. And the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. To the air, it's Huffman. Looking left. Makes the grab. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
First and goal, Vanderbilt.
The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead, you got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has been just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.